telescopic vision is limited. It's limited by what gains them authority. They don't care about you or I.
No.
They want to go around and tax and tax and tax, and they'll find any other way they can do it. We need to wake up here in Michigan. We need to hold these political class accountable.
Yeah.
And it's not just the elected politicians you have to get rid of. You've got to close down these administrative agencies at the state and federal level. Everything they're doing in D.C. is an expansion. Under George W. Bush, it was an expansion of the bureaucracy. Under Slick Willie, it was an expansion of bureaucracy. Under George Herbert Walker Bush, it was expansion of bureaucracy. They've expanded the bureaucracy successfully every day since Theodore Roosevelt became the accidental president on September 14th of 1901. And when he was sworn in as president of the United States of America, as the president of the United States, you know, he didn't use a Bible.
No, he didn't. What did he use?
I don't know, but he didn't use a Bible.
Really?
And George Washington, when he was inaugurated as the first president under the new Constitution, put his hand on the Bible. Theodore Roosevelt is
he was an accident. Tell our listeners how.
Well, he was an accident because he was Mark Hanna, who controlled the state political apparatus in the state of New York, wanted Theodore Roosevelt out of New York politics in 1900. He was a very progressive changeling.
Theodore, you're saying.
Theodore Roosevelt brought in civil service tenure to the state of New York in 1895, based upon the Penalty Act of 1883, which tenured federal civil service, where you can't fire bureaucrats. They don't even show up to work, you can't fire them. They don't do their job, you can't fire them. They steal from the general fund, you can't fire them. But they get their 31st year when the pension kicks in.
So Teddy was kicked out of New York.
He was kicked out of New York by making him the vice president of the United States, nominating him for the Republican position of vice president. And Mark Hanna says, well, what harm can he do as vice president? Well, unfortunately, some wacko shot McKinley at the Buffalo Exposition in September of 1901.
Another accident.
Another accident. And who becomes the president of the United States? The youngest president of the United States was Theodore Roosevelt. I believe he was 42 when he was first inaugurated as the accidental president. Now, I'll give the man credit. He put a political apparatus together, and he was nominated and elected in his own name in 2004, but his policies were statism. And he was the first president of the United States, in my memory, that attacked wealth and went about to criminalize wealth.